Welcome back to a spoiler review of episode 3 of Hawkeye. We're at the halfway point of the 6th episode Disney Plus MCU show. We're going to break down this episode, talk about what I liked, didn't like about the episode, that I liked is better than episodes 1 and 2. We'll break it all down here on this video. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, ring the bell. Every single Wednesday, I'm on this channel doing Hawkeye reviews. Also, at the moment, I'm doing other TV show reviews, movie reviews, doing platform reviews, movie rankings, and a box office breakdown show. So please subscribe, ring the bell, comment down below, and you can talk all the spoilers that you want. This is a spoiler discussion, so go all spoiler out in the comment section down below. Is this your favorite episode of Hawkeye thus far? And what do you think this ending of episode 3 with Haley Steinfeld, basically new stepdad? How does that set up see episode 4? And also, please like the video. That's the best way to support the channel. So last chance warning. This we got spoilers. Here we go. So to begin the episode with basically the backstory on Echo. So that is kind of the big thing, overarching things, that Echo is definitely moving into becoming the main villain, but also she was basically screwed over by the Ronin, which obviously was Hawkeye. You know, Clint Barton has not revealed this yet to Kate Bishop or anyone yet, which has been really interesting in the show. So Echo has his background. Obviously, Echo is deaf, and she is a part of this. Her dad was one who really ran the tracksuit mafia back in the day. But then when Echo was training, and she also doesn't have one of her legs. I believe it's one of her legs. I think is robotic or metal, whatever it is. She definitely does not have both two legs. She had her one. I think it was her left leg has like I guess robotic, if you want to call it that, whatever you call it. And she's training and she's doing all this stuff. And then she sees her father get killed, and it's all because of Ronin. Ronin basically kills all of the tracksuit mafia. And this turns Echo into basically a revenge path to kill the Ronin, because Hawkeye and Kate Bishop are involved, or somewhere they are now connected to the Ronin person. So she is now all in on finding out who the Ronin is for revenge. But we get this episode that she has this conversation with Clint. She takes out Clint's one of his earpieces, so he basically can't hear for a lot of this episode, which brought us for an interesting comedy, but also some realism with the after effects of going through so many wars, so many battles. And again, he's not superhuman Hawkeye. He was just a guy there. So you can see why he has all these effects, which I thought the show is doing really, really a good job with. When you continue on, though, Hawkeye's explained to her what happened with the Ronin, and he says that Black Widow killed Ronin and he was the witness. Now, she does not believe this, but Hawkeye does escape with Kate. Now, I thought that was a really interesting way of saying it, because it really was when Black Widow in Avengers Endgame shows up when Ronin was in the middle of a killing. That was basically the last time we've seen Ronin in the MCU. So technically, I guess he's not wrong. That was the day that she turned Ronin into Hawkeye again. And I thought that was a really, really nice callback to Avengers Endgame, and makes a lot of sense, because again, Hawkeye cannot reveal his original identity. So they escape, and that's one of my best parts about this episode, which actually probably makes this my favorite episode this far. This episode has a lot of comedy, but also has a lot more action than the first 2 episodes. This is a heavily action-packed episode that was really, really fun to watch, especially the car chase that you've seen in the trailer and the clips, but really well done when you're seeing it in the full episode with, Clint driving the car and the tracksuit mafia is after them, and Kate is using all these different types of arrows that she didn't even know. She calls them trick arrows, and using them on the mafia. And I thought that was really, really lent to some really, really funny moments, but also some really cool action set pieces on the highway. The idea of where is the best angle for her to shoot, Hawkeye driving backwards or forwards, all these different ideas I thought really did come together in this episode. And, I just, again, Haley Steinfeld and Jeremy Renner, they continue to build on their chemistry from episode 2. It's really, really good on-screen chemistry. And then when, they're on the train on the way back after that big car chase, he does tell her that she is one of the best. She's one of the greatest archers in the world. Again, she's pretty fantastic. And Haley Steinfeld is dominating this role as Kate Bishop here in the MCU. One of the, I guess the number 2 person for the mafia basically is trying to tell Echo that, to stay away from these guys. They're not actually Ronin, and to put the people who work for the mafia first. And she obviously does not. She says, who's your boss? And it's me. So I tell you what to do. Look more into Clint Barton. So Echo's going to be after them basically this entire season for sure. At the same time, again, Kate walks the dog. They go to this diner and eat. She helps him out when he doesn't have the hearing aid to talk to his son via FaceTime, which I thought was a really, really beautiful scene that really does build the chemistry really strongly between Kate and Clint. Really, really a scene that for a lot of people might not mean anything, but when you actually think about it from a story point of view and a character to character point of view, I thought it was really, really well done having the two of them together. But then we basically end the episode with Kate wanting to go into her mom's house, basically the penthouse, as Clint basically says, and get some information about the mafia via her bishop's security. And as Kate is logging in, Hawkeye's kind of walking around, and Clint's basically like, what was Armand killed by swords? As he sees all the swords from Jack in the room. And then as Clint is walking, you see a sword right, under his neck, and it is Jack. So that is the cliffhanger for episode 3. I know a lot of people actually wanted it to be Delana. I guess we all got to be patient for Florence Pugh to join this show. But it really does offer a really interesting thing if Jack realizes that Kate is working with Clint and what that means. So I'm very fascinated to see what this leads to. Again, it's still kind of a murder mystery at the same time as a comedy, an action-packed, also a revenge story from Echo's point of view. So there's a lot going on. I'm really wondering how this all connects. This is definitely my favorite episode. Even from a story point of view, as I said, the chemistry is really building between Clint and Kate. Echo has a really clear motive going after Clint and Kate, which really makes the story even more intense because she has a really personal vendetta against the Ronin. And then you have Jack at the end of the episode really, bringing us back to Kate's family drama. So that's our review of episode 3 of Hawkeye. I'll be back here the next 3 weeks giving you spoiler breakdowns. Next week I will be back here in Philadelphia doing it. And then in the last 2 episodes, I'll be in Philadelphia for the month. So getting my last couple episodes here in Philadelphia. So next week we'll be in Philadelphia, my last one in Philadelphia. Episode 4 will be my spoiler review next week, and then episode 5 and 6 will be in LA. I don't know why. So at the end, so if you're new to the channel, subscribe, ring the bell. I do these breakdowns every single week. So please subscribe, ring the bell, trying to get us to 100 subscribers. Comment, like the video. I'll see you guys soon.